Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks. And today, as a follow-up to yesterday's video where we unboxed the Google Pixel 6a, today we're going to set it up. So let's get started straight away. On the left-hand side of the device, whilst looking at the screen with the selfie hole in the top, we have the SIM tray. So this is where you pop your SIM card in. So I'm going to take the SIM ejector tool that came with the Google Pixel 6a and pop that into the hole on the tray, pop that open, and then put my SIM card into the tray. So this is a pretty simple process. It's not a dual SIM device, so you're unlikely to get this wrong. And then just put it back the way you took it out. So you can align that with the hole for the SIM ejector tool and then just pop that in. Now once you've done that, it's really simple. Just long press on the power button, which is above the volume rocker there. With that long press, you'll suddenly see the full high definition plus display come to light. It's a nice bright OLED screen and looks good to me. And we're given a nice little welcome to Pixel screen, English United Kingdom. I'm going to go with that. Let's get started. So first things first, I need to connect to Wi-Fi. I'll do that now. So there we are. I've just typed in my password. It's now connected and it's now getting the phone ready. Anyway, first impressions. This is a 6.1 inch diagonal screen. It's flat, it's not curved at the edges, and that's very pleasant to type on. It's not too wide, not too slim, and the haptic feedback is actually very good. You don't usually get haptic feedback that good in devices at this price point, and so I was pleasantly surprised for that. We'll just wait for this screen getting your phone ready to finish loading. Now we have a copy apps and data screen. So this is suggesting that we transfer data or try and copy the setup of another device. I want to go through the new phone setup, start afresh, so don't copy. Now I really like these pixel navigations. That's the new Material U design language and theming that is on Google Pixel. Next, I need to sign into my Google account. I'll do that now. So there we are. Now we're just going through the usual Google setup. So it's going to get my account information once I've logged in. And with all the Google services, I'm going to go ahead and just accept everything. In Google we trust. And next things up, it's going to suggest that I use my Google One account. So I do have 2 terabytes of storage that I pay for. And when I make purchases on the Google Play Store, or on the Google Store for hardware, I get 10% back, which I think is worthwhile. Now next up, I need to set up a PIN number for this device. Great, so we've set up a PIN number. We've got the first hurdle of security done. Next up, we need to set up a fingerprint unlock. And in this case, the Google Pixel 6a has an in-screen fingerprint scanner. This is a quick tutorial that shows you what it looks like on the screen whilst doing it. Let's start now. So this is the fingerprint unlock. I'm going to tap my thumb in the area. You'll see my thumb lights up. That's because essentially it's blasting light through the display at my thumb and then reading the way the fingerprint falls. So it's now guiding me above the sensor and the progress indicator to which parts of my thumb to press on the screen. And there we have it. It's added my fingerprint. Let's go to the next section. So do we want to continue the setup? Yeah, let's see what's coming up. So this is hands-free with the assistant. Yep, I'm all on with that. That's actually a really useful feature, especially when I have Android Auto connected. And we'll let that go. So then you have a few other options to add another email account, identify music around you, get instant translations. I'm actually going to turn that automatic recognition of music on, and that runs on your home screen or your lock screens, which is great. I think that's it. So we're finished for now. We'll see that OLED screen is nice and dark, proper black and good contrast ratio. Get more tips and tricks? I think not. We'll just go on with that. So it's going to take a few seconds, and then once that's done, we're ready to go. So this is a quick gesture navigation tutorial. It's swipe to navigate on your phone. So I'm going to skip that and just go on. So there we go. We're ready to start using the phone. So swipe up to go home, and here we are. So this is the home screen of the Pixel 6a. I have to say, for a smaller device than the Google Pixel 6 Pro, which I'm used to using, this is not bad. I actually like how saturated the colors are. Obviously that's with the default wallpaper. So as you can see, it's completing setup. So there's 12 apps from the Google Play Store that need to be updated, and you can see that's happening in the background. So we have the usual Google apps on the home screen. If you pull up from the app drawer, you have everything that's pre-installed, so not much apart from Google Apps. So you have things like YouTube Music, YouTube, the Play Store, Messages, so Google's messaging app that supports RCS, phone, contacts clock, nothing much there. Interestingly, the 3 app has suddenly appeared. That's probably because I set up my phone by putting my 3 SIM card in it. So by default, the configuration of the phone goes and retrieves that app for the device. So that's interesting, it's the only one. And we also have the new Google Play Store icon. It's slightly more saturated colors and slightly chubbier play button, but I have to say I quite like the new design. It fits in well with this phone. So I'm going to tap on that. This is my Play Store home screen. Let's go and see the apps and device and what apps are currently being updated. Google Camera, Gboard 3, and then all these other apps need to be updated. And as you can see, this isn't just apps, these are services. What Google have done is separate a lot of features of the operating system into separate services that get updated, not during an operating system update, but through the Play Store. That means that the actual operating system updates are more efficient and effective. Anyway, let's have a look at a few apps that I will want to install. Additional apps. So obviously I'm a big fan and user. Oh, that must be the keyboard updating. So the 12 of 12 apps are installed. There's a system update on Google Play. This may take a few moments. So, where were we? Yes, I was about to install the Twitter app. And another app that I use a lot is Telegram. And whilst we're at it, we'll install Instagram. TikTok. Those young people. And let's go with the Facebook apps. And yes, let's start with the Amazon apps. Amazon Photos, Amazon Shopping, Amazon Music. This is for a device that's being set up for the first time, with the amount of stuff going on in the background, seems to be doing very well. So 41 updates pending, that's a lot. Let's get them going in the background. So I think that one of the key things here is that the Google Pixel 6a has the same Tensor chip as the flagship Google phone, the Pixel 6 Pro. And that means that it's able to handle a heavier load, such as multiple apps updating and installing at the same time quite well. So I think that's pretty much it. I'll need to reorganize the apps and move them around here. But as you can see, it's a nice simple interface. It's the Pixel experience. The settings and the overall theme for the operating system comes from that wallpaper. It's derived from there and automatically set up. It looks really good, especially on the sage green Google Pixel 6a. So at this point, I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I might reorganize some of the icons and decide what apps go where. Maybe not Gmail next to messages. I'll reorganize things and get using this in preparation for our long-term review here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. We cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, pretty much anything we think makes the travel experience better. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. We'll do our best to get back to you. And if you like this video, a like is always appreciated. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye from me.